And we're back. Hey, it's been a long time. And I just want to say thank you for the loyal fans that have been messaging me, that have been saying, where's the content? We're back now, man. I don't even want to waste time. I want to thank the live viewers, thank the people that are going to be tuning in. And let's get straight into it. It's a rant. It's a rant. I mean, I try to stay positive in these times. I try to think, yeah, UCL, we dusted those punks in the final 1-0. I try to remain happy. I try to go into the season thinking, yeah, this is going to be us. Then we get sanctioned. Then all this trouble comes along. The season finishes. We scrape through it. We finished third. Got to 2 finals. We lost on penalties. It happens, I understand. But then an owner comes in with a plan and a lot of talking. And I'm thinking, okay, I can get behind what he's saying. I can get behind the things he's saying. You know, we get promised 6 signings. Now, for me, I'm thinking, wow, 6 signings, you know, that's going to help the squad a lot. So we'll start through our transfer window. Who have we got in the door? Got Koulibaly, 31 years of age, on a 4+1 contract, 33 million. He's world class. Would I swap him for Rudiger if the situation wasn't the way it was? Probably, because he is better. The long contract, he's someone who, he's got that Thiago Silva, I'm a dad, I don't really drink too much, I look after my body thing about him. So the long contract I'm not opposed to. He's a good signing, he's world class. He immediately upgrades our squad. So I'm happy with that. That's one. We've got Sterling, the actual first signing. 47.5 million, I think it was. Again, on a 4+1 year contract. One of the best wingers in the Prem so far. Definitely improves our squad. He is someone who we definitely needed, because we need finishers right now. We don't have people that are getting above 15 goals in the league. But that's how our window concludes. That's all we've got in. We've got some outgoings, none that are too, you know, worth talking about. So that leaves us in a state of, some may call it being ungrateful, but it's like, this isn't what we're promised. The season starts in a matter of days. Next week, we've got our first game. A manager needs his players to work in through pre-season. If we don't have those players now, do I really care that the window ends in September? That's like a last resort. Like, okay, the window actually ends then, but we've got games before then. And the current squad that we've had is not good enough. It's just not good enough. There's certain names I'm still seeing. Why am I still seeing Ross Barkley? Why am I still seeing Batshuayi? Like, why am I still seeing these guys? Why am I still seeing Alonso? Like, don't get me wrong. Alonso done so much for the club. There's so many goals he scored for the club that I can just say, you know what a guy. Like, he kept his head up. He played well for us when he did. But it's time to go. Same thing with Aspilicueta. He deserves even more respect. He's the captain. He's done his thing for us. Wore the badge on his sleeve. I respect him, but it's time to go. So where's the rest? We're promised 6 signings. We're promised we're going to be competing with Liverpool and City. Where's the rest? That's what I'm thinking. Where's the rest? Like, you can't lie to us and say 6 signings. You're going to get 4 signings in the next 4 days. It's not going to happen. And with that, that's the ingoings. Now let's look at what actually embarrassed us this window. Gerard Romario, I don't know how to say his name. I was watching this video for Kunde. He said, "A todos, mi amigos, culés." I said, nah, I'm pissed off. I just seen at the top of his screen, Christensen, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Dembele, and now Kunde. I said, oh my God. They've absolutely ripped us this window. Now, for a few of them, I understand. Rafinha, we was trying to hijack Barcelona. The player was always going Barcelona, only thought about Barcelona. We thought we could be clever, put the money on the table. We didn't think Barcelona would be able to match it. And they did. We lost out. But where's the fight back? I haven't heard us linked with any winger since. I've heard links to Rafael, but they never materialized. Where's the bids for other wingers? Like, what's going on? With the other scenario of Kunde. We wanted Kunde. I understand it was a Marina target. It was something pre-discussed. Now Tuchel's in charge of transfers. it dropped down in the pecking order. We started seeing names like Ake, Delit, who else? Kimbembe. So he dropped down the list of priorities. So I'm not angry at Kunde. He has every right to say, hang on a second, you wasn't even a priority for me. I was supposed to be the first signing. You've gone and window shopped, didn't get who you want, now you come back to me. And now even reports are coming out saying Tuchel spoke with him, told him he wanted to use him as a right wing back and a centre back, and wasn't even too sold on him because of his height. Like, who knows what to believe, but the only thing that is really important now is that the signing didn't materialise. He's not a Chelsea player. On to the next targets. Who we linked with? Guavadol, Fafana. I don't know how to feel about the players, but we need centre backs. So whoever it is, I'm taking it. I wasn't too sold on Ake, and this is why I'm a strong believer that the club needs a director of football to keep moving forward. You can't compete with City and Liverpool if you don't have things in place, proper planning to take a team forward. You can't compete. You just look silly, which will now take me on to the point of pre-season. This pre-season has been shocking. I'll be the first fan to tell you that I don't care about pre-season. I don't actively watch pre-season most seasons. Unless we have a new bright star, shiny toy that I actually want to watch. For example, last season I watched Havertz against Arsenal pre-season, and he was playing really good. I was like, oh yeah, the comebacks now. He's going to perform this season. But other than that, I don't really care. Maybe if I have like a Cobham boy that I want to watch, that I'm thinking, yeah, he's going to be good. I mean, this preseason, I was just looking forward to it to see, formation changes. Some of our young G's that have come back, the Ampadus, the Conor Gallaghers. I just wanted to see, how are they going to be playing? What are they going to be doing? Like, how has Tuchel planned to fit Gallagher and Mount to play together? Let me see something. And what I saw, I was not impressed with. I'm seeing Gallagher play with Jorginho. It's not what I came here to see. Which means when I'm seeing that already, I'm seeing Michi Batshuayi up top. And all you've added to the team is Koulibaly and Sterling. You lose on penalties. You get thrashed 4-0 by Arsenal. Like, what is going on? The players lacked energy. The players lacked enthusiasm. And this is all contradicting what the players were saying before the game. I'm an avid fan that, is really intrigued by the things players are saying. I'm on football Twitter, got post notifications for all the Chelsea pages, seeing players like Jorginho come out and saying, a game against Arsenal was never friendly, but the way you played lacked intensity. And that's just him. That's just one player. And I don't want to turn it into a rant for certain players, because I know a lot of us Chelsea fans can do that easy. But it's just about the team as a whole. I like to remain optimistic about Chelsea. Sometimes it's to my own downfall, but it's something I like to do because football is something that takes you away from real world, real life. It takes you away from it. It's just football at the end of the day, but it means a lot to some of us. So when I'm looking at the way the energy that we have for pre-season, we're supposed to be getting ready. We've got Everton first game. Tuchel saying he wants to close the gap to City and Liverpool game 1. I'm saying, okay, let's see. Arsenal's the best test you're going to get in pre-season. They're in your league. And you play like that. Can't get out of our own half. Can't string passes together. The attack is looking shambolic again. And that happens. The manager even comes out now. So a lot of people have their views on this. Thomas Tuchel coming out and criticising the team, saying we have the same players. Everyone has their own view. I'll take it from the view that, cool, manager knows best. He said, how can I improve the squad when I've got the same players? Okay, let's say that's a fact. What are owners doing? Like, our owners are someone who we don't know too much about. Everyone has formed their own opinions about. But at the moment, I can only go off what I see. I can't go off what people say. I have to go off what I see. And all I'm seeing this guy do is have nice meals and nice food. It's not nice. It's not nice. I'm starving for players and you're going. Why did you go to Barcelona? But now I want to know why you actually went to go have a nice meal in Barcelona. Because it's not to bring Frankie de Jong. It wasn't to bring Dest or Depay. It wasn't, I don't know, was it to discuss Dembele and Rafinha? What was it? What was the point? Because I haven't seen it. And we're running out of time. The season starts soon. It just doesn't make any sense. Another point on pre-season, why we watch it. For player opportunities, It's a bit sad that, Levi Colwell, a player that I highly rate, was unable to impress during pre-season. I think he's someone who definitely could have been in our squad. When I look at our 28-man squad that we should be going into the Prem season with, he's someone that I think could get a few minutes. It is controversial. I do want the standard of our squad to be dramatically increased, so players like him may not get that many favourable minutes, but he's someone that I think can show his ability. Same thing with Ethan Ampadu, especially if we're not going to sign a midfielder. We need something different in the middle of our football pitch. We need something different. We need legs. We need it. So if we're not going to have that and players aren't getting good enough opportunities, what's the point of pre-season? Broja, he was injured, fair enough, but when he's not injured, I need him starting, because you can't tell me you're starting Batshuayi so you can get him a move. Everyone's seen what this guy's on. He's not good enough. He's just not good enough. He shouldn't be there. Same thing with Ross Barkley. He shouldn't be there. Go play Harvey Vell. Let me see players that actually can have a future here. Players that are not completely written off playing for Chelsea ever again. Batshuayi should not play for us again. So why is he getting minutes? It doesn't. A lot of these things don't make sense. And I hope, because I'm optimistic, I hope before you know it, Tuchel proves me wrong. Another 4 world-class players just come in. Season starts and this is all forgotten. But there is the other side. That's if you're optimistic. The other side is he's sacked in 6 months. Another manager who is world-class comes in and we do what we always do. We just win trophies. I don't want that to be our style. I want us to move away from that. I want us to have consistency. Back a manager. I do understand that, Tuchel hasn't had enough time to focus on training the squad. Like some reports have said, he's not really enjoyed this new role of scouting and discussing players so much. He just wants to focus on coaching. But everyone's in this adverse time together. Us fans are not happy. You're not happy. We're all together in this. So we need to get through it. I need signings ASAP. I need to be hearing Matt Law say things are happening. Chelsea have spoken to X, Y, and Z. Because right now, I still don't know what forward we're going to go for. Me, I know that this team needs a 1v1 demon. Because we may not be able, with whatever system Tuchel plays, I can't guarantee you, we may not be able to fit a creative midfielder. But we should be able to create somewhere else on the pitch. Sterling can create, but I wouldn't say that's his best attribute, creating. He's more of a fox in the box. He's going to finish that chance when it gets given to him. So that then means that right wing spot, if Tuchel said, you know what, Sterling, you're going to play on the left, we need a right wing 1v1 demon. And if not, it's so easy for Tuchel to move Sterling to the right and go get a left wing 1v1 demon. For whatever system we play, it's still necessary. Options that I would look at, based on what a lot of articles from The Athletic have said, Chelsea are not trying to spend loads of money for players that are outside of our league. Like, we've learned from this mistake, as they've said. So you've got 2 players that absolutely kill us every time we play them. 2 players that are definitely a threat that we enjoy to watch when our rivals are playing these teams, and we're hoping that they, nick points off our rivals. Those 2 are St. Maximin and Zaha. Then you have the star boy that everyone just loves, Pedro Neto. He's just come back from injury. I'm looking at these 3 players and I'm thinking, why have Chelsea not said anything? The little articles I found were long enough that you would say the interest isn't strong enough anymore. One from the 30th of June that Chelsea said St. Maximin's 40 million valuation is too high. I'm thinking we wanted to pay 70 million for Rafinha. It doesn't make sense. And then Zaha, which is quite recent, it's just an amid link. You need one of them. Ziyech is leaving, Werner's leaving, and that's pretty much the only thing that gives me confidence, because we have too many people leaving for us not to replace them in the squad with quality. So it will happen, but the club just looks like a mess right now. If I'm a rival, I wouldn't be putting Chelsea in the top 4. If I'm a rival, I'll be laughing at them thinking they're not going to be ready for this season. I'll be laughing at them thinking this is going to be a season where, they sack Tuchel and he gets exposed. If I was a rival, I'd be thinking that. But because I'm an optimistic Chelsea fan, I know that's not how it's going to go. before we know it, we're going to be linked to someone really big. We're going to sign them, and everything will go away, and we'll win our first 3 games. That's what I think. The last point I want to mention, Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of the fans are torn on this guy. Even me, myself, I found myself flip-flopping. One day I'll just think, nah, we watched this guy for the whole season. Even if he did score, he took a lot away from this team. He didn't press. He didn't really engage and build up play as well as he can. He took lots away from the team. That'll be my thought. Then I just watch a comp and I just think, this guy's just inevitable though. If he wants to perform, no one can stop him. I watch what he single-handedly done to Spurs home and away, and I just think, nah. What if we can't create? What if we are just moving very stale, but we just have lots of the ball? He is someone who can just finish. Would I take him? I mean, if he's really, really on his knees and he's telling us, yeah, pay me 200k a week, why not? That is our worst case scenario. Worst. Because I know people will say, nah, Chelsea don't know ball. You want Ronaldo? I'm telling you, this is our worst case scenario. Transfer deadline day on career mode. When you've pressed it and you've gone down to 5 minutes and it's saying, I'll take him. I'll say, yeah, you know what? I'll take him. You go on the left, Sterling on the right, Ronaldo and Havertz just interchanging like Real Madrid days. Just do that. Other than that, it's been a poor window. It's been a poor preseason. We've got Udinese at 8 o'clock. I'm seeing a lot of names in that squad that shouldn't be here. You know, if we get battered, what's Tuchel going to stay? More excuses? It doesn't make sense. But hopefully, you've enjoyed the video. I've got more to come. Obviously, take it easy on me. It's not the best setup, not the best camera, but we're getting there. More to come. I'll see you lot in a piece.